The double bank with Hedges coming up towards them. Ni Rochelet still the leader, but pressed now by Florida Dream, De Villet, and then just behind them comes Pass Me By, followed then by Crystal Dane and Garde Champetre, together with Lamy, are now beginning to get into contention. So too is Hula Baloo, who's all of a sudden appeared on the scene full of running. They're racing down the hill then. They've got 2 left to jump then as they get down to the second last. Here comes Nuit Rochelet then with a narrow advantage, pressed by De Villet. They're all queuing up the challenge. Pass Me By on the outside. Then with a white cap is Lamy on the inside. Garde Champetre with the corded colours. Then Hula Baloo in the red cap delivering his challenge pretty late. Florida Dream, Crystal Dane trying hard, but racing into the closing stages. Up the hill, 1 to go. De Villet chased hard now by Garde Champetre. Then in third, Pass Me By, followed by Lamy and Hula Baloo, who's under strong pressure. These 5 then clear of Florida Dream. They're racing up the hill, and it's De Villet on the near side for Davy Russell, with Garde Champetre bearing down fast. De Villet by a length or 2 from Garde Champetre and Lamy, and motoring home Pass Me By. And it's De Villet who stays on really strongly up the hill and will win the Glenfarclas Cross Country chase for Paul Nolan and Davy Russell by 3 lengths to Garde Champetre in second place. Pass Me By, Lamy, and it's Pass Me By who's really serving up a big run here today again. Lamy is coming back for more, however. Garde Champetre is racing in third place. Tourneys and then Drumbeg moving into 5th spot as they go down towards the third last. Lamy is in front. Pass Me By, Garde Champetre, and then Tourneys, and then I Hear Thunder, and Drumbeg moves up into 6th place going well. Now Dover will be produced late. They're coming down towards the second last in the Glenfarclas Cross Country Handicap chase, and it's Lamy who's back in front here. Leads narrowly from Pass Me By. Garde Champetre, a mistake on the inside. Tourneys in the red now gets competitive. They're racing down there towards the home straight. 1 more fence to go. Lamy in front then from Garde Champetre, coming back for more under Nina Carberry. JT McNamara looking confident. So too Nina Carberry on Garde Champetre. And it's Lamy and Garde Champetre. There's 2 stablemates who are locking horns. Both riders looking confident, looking over their shoulders. Here's the final fence coming up. Garde Champetre and Lamy locked together. And it's Garde Champetre who rose in front of Lamy. Nina Carberry, Garde Champetre, Lamy and JT McNamara. Nadova rallying back in third place. And it'll be Garde Champetre's day. Nina Carberry does it again, and it's going to be a 1-2 for Ender Bolger. Garde Champetre beats Lamy, Nadova third.
Heads on the ground, Lamy, then Garde Champetre who's closing. Drumbeg, it looks an Ender Bolger benefit at the moment as they jump the next. Lamy jumped that clearly, heads on the ground, just begin to feel it. Lamy's in front, but look behind. Garde Champetre still going really well as they jump 3 out. Then in third is Drumbeg, a 1-2-3 for the JP McManus colours and the Ender Bolger team. DSVA is back in 4, then heads on the ground. Wonder Kid is making good ground from the rear in a noseband, then Pass Me By as they race towards the second last, and it's Lamy and JT McNamara from Garde Champetre and Nina Carberry. In third is Drumbeg and Robert Power as they race back towards the home straight, rounding the final turn, and this has the makings of a tremendous battle up the hill. Lamy on the right, Garde Champetre now being driven along on the wide outside, coming wide of his rival. Then back in third, Drumbeg. This is the final fence. Lamy maybe just led. Garde Champetre charging at him down the near side. Lamy on the far side. Garde Champetre getting up now on the near side, trying to repeat last year's win in the hands of Nina Carberry, and he forges on. Garde Champetre from Lamy as they race to the line, and a great win again by Garde Champetre, wins the cross-country chase from Lamy in second place. In about 6th or 7th place, downhill across the centre, heads on the ground Mr. Big, then Sizing Australia, Silver Birch over on the right in the light blue sleeves. Garde Champetre travelling well again in behind them in 5th, then the grey Rimsky as they jump the third last, still heads on the ground from Sizing Australia. Mr. Big, they're going to now make their way onto the racecourse proper with 2 left to jump. Garde Champetre goes up on the outside now and is closing with every stride as Stable Companion heads on the ground, is challenged by Sizing Australia over 2 out. Garde Champetre and Mr. Big giving chase. Silver Birch looks a bit outpaced now, back in 5th place, and then a gap to Rimsky. They're about to swing the corner, heads on the ground Sizing Australia, but Garde Champetre and Nina Carberry are now bearing down on them. The class horse in the race comes to join the action and approaches the final flight with a lead, a narrow lead over heads on the ground. Then in third is Sizing Australia. Mr. Big back in fourth, and Garde Champetre in front again here at Cheltenham, idling a little in front, only by 2 lengths to heads on the ground, and Sizing Australia, but he's doing enough, and he's going to continue his remarkable record on the cross-country course, and Garde Champetre wins the Glenfarclas Cross Country chase. Swinging towards 5 out now, heads on the ground, about 2 lengths to Double Dizzy. Sizing Australia still going pretty well, yellow sleeves, red cap. They jump the next. Garde Champetre moves into 4th place with a steady run. JT McNamara, Freeney's well after these. This is 3 out. Double Dizzy heads on the ground there, followed by Sizing Australia. Garde Champetre got a little bit of ground to make up. He's about 8 lengths behind the leader. Double Dizzy and heads on the ground. They turn together towards the second last. About 3 or 4 lengths away is Sizing Australia. JT McNamara not pressing any panic buttons yet on Garde Champetre, but he's got a big weight, this horse, of course, today. Then Maljamar trying to get into it. The orange jacket from Freeney's well, and Pack Jack. They swing for home. Heads on the ground. Regains the lead from Double Dizzy. Look on the outside, though, on the left. Garde Champetre now. Oh, quickening up like a class act. Sizing Australia joining in over the last. Sizing Australia just led. Garde Champetre now being asked the question on the stand side. Maljamar, Freeney's well behind these. Garde Champetre is driving up the stands rail to challenge Sizing Australia with 100 yards left to go. Garde Champetre forges ahead once again. It's Garde Champetre from Sizing Australia, and a 5th win round the cross-country track for Garde Champetre under the welter burden of 11 stone 12. I think it was Garde Champetre that made a pretty serious mistake there at the Aintree. He'll do well to get back into it now, and Lacdoudal leads from Double Dizzy, then heads on the ground. Sizing Australia, a new story, and then in behind them Freeney's well just behind Lamy as they head back towards the racecourse proper, and this looks a very open race. It's Lacdoudal that leads, Double Dizzy, Lamy, then Freeney's well on the inside of Sizing Australia. Out wide still heads on the ground in the red cap as they jump the second last. Lacdoudal led there from in second place Lamy as they now run to the final turn. They're all queuing up. Double Dizzy, another duel is coming through. In behind Garde Champetre trying to recover after that mistake. They straighten up towards the final hurdle, and it's Lacdoudal chased by Lamy. A new story in the blue jacket, another duel. In behind them Garde Champetre is running on very gamely. Still work to be done though as they jump the last at a great leap from Lamy, led there. A new story challenging, then Lacdoudal followed by another duel. Garde Champetre is still running on. A new story strikes the front though and now draws away, and a new story wins from in second place Lamy, but with a little bit of ground to make up at the moment as they return downhill across the centre of the racecourse now. And Lacdoudal and Sizing Australia as they take the next. They've only got 3 more left to jump, and these 2 matching strides, Lacdoudal and Sizing Australia. Garde Champetre is running on now, disputing 3rd place with Mr. Big, then Freeney's well, and now they're back onto the racecourse proper with 2 left to jump. Lacdoudal and Sizing Australia about 6 lengths back to Garde Champetre, who usually storms up the hill, followed by Mr. Big, and they're away from Freeney's well. Lacdoudal and Sizing Australia, they've had a tremendous battle, and it's Richard Johnson setting sail for home on the 11-year-old Lacdoudal, then Sizing Australia, but here comes Garde Champetre now under Nina Carberry delivering his run on the outside, seeking a 6th win on the track. Lacdoudal is challenged by Garde Champetre over the last. Lacdoudal just led. Garde Champetre now ranges alongside on the near side, and they're going to battle it out. They're going to slug it out up the hill. Lacdoudal on the far side, finding extra. Garde Champetre on the near side. The Greys just holding on. Lacdoudal from Garde Champetre, and Lacdoudal wins. Garde Champetre foiled today.
They're inside the final 3/4 of a mile, and Sizing Australia has got the lead, but there are many chances in behind. Maljamar is moving up on his outside to take second. Kazakh de la Roque is back in third. Garde Champetre is staying on, but now being ridden as they go over the final fence on the cross-country section, and Maljamar has jumped to the lead. Sizing Australia now racing in second. Kazakh de la Roque is in third. Garde Champetre is in fourth onto the racecourse proper. Lord Nellery is in fifth. A new story, the blue colours towards the outside. Gullible Gordon is next, followed by another duel. This is the second from home over the stuffed hedge, and it was Sizing Australia taken on now by Maljamar as they make the turn back towards home, and then Kazakh de la Roque. Garde Champetre is towards the inside. A new story on the outside, and these 5 have gone clear of Lord Nellery. 1 more fence to take in the Glenfarclas handicap chase. Maljamar taken on again by Sizing Australia. Here comes Garde Champetre towards the near side. inside. Then a new story back in 5th position. Kazakh de la Roque, they're over the final fence. Sizing Australia takes the lead, drifts the near side rail. Maljimar, and now Garde Champetre is staying on. They've got 100 yards to go. Sizing Australia is out in front, and Sizing Australia wins the cross country to Garde Champetre in second.
It's Gullible Gordon taken on by the Rota Croker as they go towards the third last. In third place, Double Dizzy, Uncle Junior. Garde Champetre is flat out back in 5th place. He's only 2 lengths behind them. 2 more fences left to take. Both of them stuffed hurdles then as they come down towards the second last. Double Dizzy, is he on for the upset? Gullible Gordon second. From Uncle Junior, the Rota Croker. And where is Garde Champetre? He's moving past them, going into 4th. Now he's about to take 3rd, but he's under maximum drive from Nino, it would seem. They're turning into the home straight. One more obstacle to take here, and Double Dizzy on for the upset, Andrew Glastonbury. Uncle Junior, Garde Champetre closing all the time. He knows this hill so well, and he's bearing down on them. And it's Double Dizzy. Here's Garde Champetre up the inside. On the near side, Uncle Junior. The 3 locked together as they race up the hill. Uncle Junior on the near side. Garde Champetre on the far side. Can he do it again? Uncle Junior, Garde Champetre wearing him down, but Uncle Junior fighting back. And Uncle Junior, Paddy Mullins, will win from Garde Champetre in second place.
On the run down towards the last, Chamaret and Hennessy are the other 2. So with a furlong to go, it's Garde Champetre who leads from in second place, Chamaret, as they're off up the run in, and back in 3rd is Hennessy. But inside the final furlong, Garde Champetre is going to complete an unlikely hat-trick in this race. And Garde Champetre, he knew his way round, and it's won him another race here.
Wedger Party by a length, Sizing Australia, and Double Dizzy has gone at that point. And Dream Alliance has gone as well at that too. As they took that entry fence, it caught them both out. It's still Wedger Party, Sizing Australia in second place with Balthazar King pressing hard, but Wedger Party is game. Midnight Haze is there in 4th place as they go towards the log fence in the middle. Mistake by Balthazar King just when he needed a good jump. Sizing Australia is getting back into it as well. They rejoining the racecourse proper with 2 more fences to take. Wedger Party in front here. This is where he got it wrong last time, but this time he's taken the right course. He's in front narrowly from Balthazar King, who joins him alongside him. Then Sizing Australia, Midnight Haze, Maljamar, New Story, tally him up. Uncle Junior can't win as they turn around towards the home straight in the Glenfarclas Cross Country. Balthazar King and Richard Johnson have taken over, setting sail for home. Sizing Australia and Maljamar trying to battle back with a New Story on the inside. 1 more fence to come here. Balthazar King and a New Story, the winner from 2 years ago, will take it together. Balthazar King just from a New Story as they race on up the hill. Adrian Heskin trying to press Richard Johnson on Balthazar King, who has to dig deep. A New Story coming back at him. Balthazar King and a New Story. Balthazar King won the cross country. From Hello Bud, Sizing Australia hit that very hard, almost lost his rider. 4 out now. Balthazar King, Uncle Junior, Hello Bud, and Outlaw Pete, who's being driven hard now. These 4 have it between them as they go to the 3rd last. Balthazar King, Uncle Junior, and Outlaw Pete. They've moved away now from Hello Bud back in 4th place. They've got 2 more left to take in the Glenfarclas Cross Country as they head down out of the Stuffed Hedge. It's the 2nd last here. Uncle Junior wider from Balthazar King, who wasn't that fluent at it. Then comes Outlaw Pete, who's only found the 1 pace. Hello Bud is back in 4th, and Uncle Junior, last year's winner, is setting sail for home here. For Patrick Mullins, he leads by about 6 lengths now from Balthazar King, racing round towards the home straight. 1 more fence to go here for Uncle Junior to defend his record from last year in the Glenfarclas chase. Coming towards it now, it's Uncle Junior, a terrific leap, and he's staying on very strongly up the hill from Balthazar King in 2nd, and then Outlaw Pete back in 3rd. But Uncle Junior will come home here and defend his title, and what a lovely ride he gave him as well. Didn't jump all that well early on, but he nursed him round and he stormed home here. Uncle Junior wins for the Mullinses. In 2nd, Balthazar King. So both jockeys up on their feet okay, and now there's a blunder there from Lack and Skall as they continue now towards the 3rd last here. The 29th fence, Double Dizzy comes towards it, led over it from Outlaw Pete to go 2nd. Boston's Angel in there pitching between horses, 3 or 4 lengths Shakervilles, followed then by Lack and Skall as they go down towards the 2nd last fence here. Double Dizzy, Outlaw Pete poised with Boston's Angel on his outside. His 2 out, 3 in the air together, followed by Lack and Skall in 4th. Shakerville's back in 5, then a New Story, who I wrongly had on the deck early. He's still pitching in 5th place. The loose horse is getting in their way as they turned around towards the home straight. straight. One more fence left to take in the Glenfarclas. And on the near side, Outlaw Pete, Boston's Angel, double dizzy. And behind them, trying to get it a run is Lacdoudal, followed by Maljamar, leaving it oh so late in the orange jacket. The final fence, Outlaw Pete in front from Boston's Angel. Look at Maljamar absolutely eating up the ground behind them. Also battling away there is Lacdoudal, but it's Outlaw Pete in front as he races on up the hill. And Outlaw Pete, in the hands of Josh Halley, is storming home to win this for the Halley family and JP McManus. Outlaw Pete will win it and wins it well too. Boston's Angel in second.
Boston's Angel, the noseband, moving into fourth place with Double Dizzy, Arabella Boy, and sizing Australia, the next two with Shakervilles. A mistake there by A New Story. From a long way back, Sacra Teepee is making good ground in the red and orange hoop colours, but Big Shu has got a healthy advantage here of 4 to 5 lengths as they took that, and his Big Shu is travelling really strongly on the front end. So Big Shu racing towards the last two flights of Stuffed Hurdles, leads from in second place Outlaw Pete. In third is Arabella Boy, then Boston's Angel, who is in fourth place from Shakervilles. This is two from home, and Big Shu is over in front. Outlaw Pete in second, Arabella Boy. Shakervilles continues to improve on the inside. Boston's Angel is the other one that's in that quartet of pursuers, but it's Big Shu who corners in front. Brought over to the near side rail, one flight, his rider looks across. He's got a lead of about 3 or 4 lengths from Shakervilles, who's trying to close here for Katie Walsh. Back in third place then, and ridden is Outlaw Pete. It's Big Shu for Barry Cash, who leads at the last by about 3 lengths or so. Shakervilles is over in second place, still trying to close the deficit. Big Shu, however, is not stopping out in front. Shakervilles, despite coming home with a rattle, is not closing, and it's Big Shu, another for Ireland. Barry Cash and Peter Mayer. Big Shu.
So it's Balthazar King to Any Currency, Diamond Harry, The Road to Croker and Sire Collonges together, 5 lengths to Uncle Junior. Then Zest for Life dropping back through the field. Chicago Grey is behind that, and Key Cover Fontaine is the back marker. Balthazar King over the next safely. Any Currency in second. Diamond Harry is in third position as they race on towards the home turn now. And then Uncle Junior moving into fourth place. The Road to Croker is next. Balthazar King over that safely by 2 lengths now. Any Currency in second. Uncle Junior has joined in with Diamond Harry in third and fourth places as they run towards the home turn. The Road to Croker behind those. It's the red jacket of Balthazar King, but now searching for the hat-trick in the race. Uncle Junior's moved through to challenge him. These two going on to Any Currency and Diamond Harry. Coming towards the last thing. Course specialist Balthazar King. Dual winner of the race. Uncle Junior there fighting it out. Balthazar King in the red colours in front. Uncle Junior is getting on terms as they race up towards the line. Balthazar King knows where he is. He loves this place. He will not be passed. The great Balthazar King. Another Cheltenham victory. Uncle Junior second. Any Currency in third place.
The inside jumps that well. Imperial Circus, Sire Collonges now under pressure is Jack's Island. Driven to the lead. Pasquini Rouge for David Cotin. Shalimar from Entro in second place. Then Keep on Track as they work their way across the third last. The leader didn't handle it as well as Shalimar from Entro, who now throws down another challenge to Pasquini Rouge. They've now kicked 4 to 5 lengths clear. Keep on Track on the bend. We lost one there, which was Jack's Island, who slipped and unseated the rider. 2 from home. And out in front, Shalimar from Entro's jumped the last 2 better than Pasquini Rouge and is now travelling strongly. Back in third place, driven is Keep on Track. Imperial Circus in fourth. Then Sire Collonges as they turn towards the last. Still quite a long run before they get there. Shalimar from Entro, orange jacket on the left. On the right, Pasquini Rouge, who's rallying. Behind these, closing is Keep on Track, with also closing off now in fourth place Imperial Circus. Sire Collonges as well. Out in front there, Weary. Pasquini Rouge with Imperial Circus, Sire Collonges. Any Currency rallying to the cause. In the centre, the orange cap, Pasquini Rouge. The grey Sire Collonges has fought his way back to the front. Any Currency is staying on. Sire Collonges, who led early, dropped back through the field. Any Currency is coming fast to the leader. Sire Collonges all out. Any Currency thrust doesn't get there.
Side of the course and on now towards the final half mile. So as they do so, the leader is Any Currency to Balthazar King over in second. Duke of Lucre in third. Big Shu has now taken fourth position. He's getting much closer for Paul Calbury, having been given a really patient ride as they take that hedge, and it's now Balthazar King, the winner in 2012, and Richard Johnson, who go on to Any Currency in second. Now they're onto the race course proper. Big Shu, last year's winner, on the inside of Duke of Lucre, and they're a long way clear of a stray shot. This is the second from home. Balthazar King jumped the lead, went on by 2 to Any Currency in second. Big Shu steadily begins to creep into contention for Paul Carberry, and he's still yet to move. Balthazar King, push comes to shove, swinging wide, Any Currency on the inside. Big Shu is now asked for the first time for his effort. Duke of Lucca is staying on towards the near side. One more hedge to take, and it will be Balthazar King who led at the last. On the far side is Big Shu, on the near side is Any Currency. These three Corinthians inside the final half furlong. Balthazar King, Any Currency racing up towards the line, a race of inches at the post. Balthazar King.
And Sire Collonges might have gone round the inside hedge there, but no damage done because they're bypassing that next fence again. The fence they bypass is number 29. As they took that one then, they've just got the two more fences left to take. Once they take this next fence, and over it, Balthazar King from Uncle Junior. And Balthazar King is really starting to pour it on now. They're racing down the side of the course with two fences to take in the Glenfarclas Cross Country chase here at the open meeting. Uncle Junior and Balthazar King, are they going to fight it out again over the second last? Mistake by Uncle Junior. Any Currency is back in third. Sire Collonges is trying to get back at them, but Richard Johnson is full of running on Balthazar King as they turn in towards the home straight with one more fence left to take. Uncle Junior trying really hard to reel in his old rival. Then Any Currency and Sire Collonges. Here's the final fence then. Balthazar King, a big one when he needed it, and two, and he races on up the hill. He knows the hill so well here. Richard Johnson keeping Balthazar King up to his work. Uncle Junior is closing the gap down to about 2.5 lengths. Balthazar King from Uncle Junior, they race on up the hill, and Balthazar King, he is the king here on the cross country course, and it's going to be another victory for him in the Glenfarclas Cross Country chase. Richard Johnson in treble form.
In third, Quantitative Easing continues to pick them off and now moves through to within 5 lengths of the leaders as they take the fence that'll carry them back towards the closing stages, and Any Currency is kicking on. He rises over the next from in second place. Orange Nassau has been joined by Quantitative Easing, so now they'll race towards the racecourse proper and the final 2 flights of hurdles. Any Currency is out in front for Aidan Coleman and Martin Keithley. Quantitative Easing has picked them off one by one, and now only has one to aim at in second place, and these two are clear from Orange Nassau. Then behind these, Pasquini Rouge in 5th place, Carruthers Imperial Circus, and Uncle Junior turning for home. It is Any Currency driven along. Quantitative Easing with the white face towards the inside, still with some work to do, but he's beginning to close. Any Currency, the loose horse in between himself and Quantitative Easing. Any Currency only a length clear at the last from Quantitative Easing, who's now asked, but Any Currency forging up the hill. Quantitative Easing is now 4 to 5 lengths down. The loose horse to keep him company. What a day for Martin Keithley. Any Currency going to make it back-to-back wins here at Cheltenham. Celebrations tonight as Aidan Coleman partners Any Currency to win the Glenfarclas Cross Country.
And then Hey Big Spender, the top weight, Sire Collonges and Quantitative Easing is creeping into contention as they took the 5th from home. 4 out comes up very quickly. Tutankhamon now being urged for more by Jonathan Plouganou. Hey Big Spender is there snapping away at his heels. Any Currency, terrier-like, and Quantitative Easing is also getting into contention, and so too now is Rivage D'Or as they make the turn onto the racecourse proper. 2 hurdles to take in the cross country. Any Currency, Tutankhamon, and Quantitative Easing on the inside. Almost went through the rail. Tutankhamon has run out. He was put out by Quantitative Easing, so those two are out of the race, and Any Currency has been left in front. Rivage D'Or takes second. Hey Big Spender is in third. The veteran Uncle Junior staying on towards the inside with Sire Collonges, and then Duke of Lucca looking for racing room. Dagora towards the outside, but it is now Any Currency taken on by Rivage D'Or. Rivage D'Or jumps the lead at the final fence. Any Currency in second. Uncle Junior continues to stay on. Out in front it is Rivage D'Or. Crosses the near side rail. Rivage D'Or being driven out, and it will be Rivage D'Or who wins the cross country.
And then Bless the Wings coming through on the inside of runners. We did lose one way back in the field there. Uncle Junior is out of the race, but they're heading now towards home. And it's Valadon to Sire Collonges in second place. Bless the Wings, Any Currency are third and fourth positions. Dagora behind those. Josies Orders is back in 6th place. And then Rose of the Moon and Centaur as Valadon heads down for the second last then. Do Any Any Currency in second place. And there, slipping up, is Sire Collonges. Sire Collonges has slipped up as they come over the second last. It's Valadon to Any Currency in second place. Bless the Wings is in third. De Gregaine behind him in fourth. Josies Orders is now trying to make progress, has moved into fifth position as Bless the Wings is trying to get to Any Currency. De Gregaine now on the left has moved through into third place. Josies Orders on the right now being galvanised by Nina Carberry in the closing stages. Any Currency though from Bless the Wings and Josies Orders, the three were in line at the last where De Gregaine was a faller. Any Currency still just has the lead, bravely trying to hold on. Josies Orders though is drawing alongside as they race towards the line. Nina Carberry brings Josies Orders to lead in the last 100 yards to win. Any Currency in second, Bless the Wings in third.
Sights, they go over the next. Followed in third by Ballybroker Bridge. Josies Orders getting closer all the time under a very, very patient ride from Nina Carberry. Now gets shaken up. Matada Supreme Martelan is trying to get in there. No move yet from Rivage D'Or as they took that hedge and log fence, which is number 30. Just two more fences left to go. Can they get to Valadon, who's had a fantastic run throughout? Sire Collonges now being asked to try and pick up this leader as they get down to the second last. Josies Orders in fourth place, and as they took that, here comes Ballybroker Bridge, who's rallying to the cause again. A lot of chances. They're turning for home with one more fence left to go. Sire Collonges out in front. Ballybroker Bridge. Josies Orders back in third place as they race up the hill now towards the final fence. It's Sire Collonges in front. From on the far side, Josies Orders. Here's the final fence. Sire Collonges in the leader by a length or so. Josies Orders and then Ballybroker Bridge are full on to go in this grueling Glenfarclas Cross Country chase. Sire Collonges being gathered in by Josies Orders on the far side. Nina Carberry, they're going to do it again. Josies Orders is turning into a real cross-country specialist and will win again for JP McManus, Ender Bolger and Nina Carberry.
On the outside for Jamie Codd, then Third Intention in third place. The Grey Valadom's given a bold sight. Josies Orders pushed along at the back of that as they now begin to head towards the second last. It is Any Currency over two from the finish, leads from Bless the Wings. Ballybroker Bridge coming back for more, then Third Intention and Quantitative Easing as they spin the bend. Josies Orders in sixth. Valadom's now given his all. It is Any Currency and Bless the Wings who lead the turn down towards the last in the Glenfarclas chase, being pursued by Ballybroker Bridge. Josies Orders to the right and Quantitative Easing. It is Any Currency trying to tough it out for Aidan Coleman and Martin Keithley and Bless the Wings and Jamie Codd. Any Currency a narrow leader from the last. In second place, Bless the Wings. Any Currency, he's been round here so many times and he's going to land a famous festival success if he can hold off Josies Orders, who finishes with a flourish.
Do it after that serious error a few fences ago. He's followed by Benny's Mist and Dynamics is about 7 lengths behind those, but they move then down now towards 3 from the finish. Yellow cap, white sleeves, Astracad. Maroon jacket, yellow cap, Erict, who's almost come to join him. Dunraven Storm is behind him. Rialtmore is next in 4th position. Then Cody Wyoming is still running on, but they run now to the home turn. 2 fences to jump, and it is Astracad just to Erict, who's alongside him, though, as they can see the turn. Rialtmore's 5 lengths behind him has taken 3rd. Cody Wyoming is still plugging on. He's now taken 4th position from Dunraven Storm. Into the home straight. Jamie Bargary on Astracad is about a half length ahead. On the left is Nico de Boinville on Erict. The two together at the second last fence. It's a short run down to the final one now. Erict on the left, Astracad on the right, still together. Behind him, Rialtmore's 4 lengths behind in 3rd position. Astracad is finding more as he heads up the hill. Erict is a length behind him in 2nd place and running on well, but it is Astracad who shows in front with Jamie Bargary, and Astracad records his 3rd Cheltenham win.
Left Cantlow in the lead. So Cantlow from Bless the Wings who's made rapid progress. Race really changing there with Third Intention having been hampered Gallows Star as Cantlow leads them over the succession of fences that'll carry them back towards the racecourse proper. So Cantlow out in front from Gallows Star, Bless the Wings and Third Intention. Gooniella is in 5th, Bertie Baru has, I think, called it a day, actually. Can't see him with the rest of the runners as the 5 spin back towards the 2 stuffed hurdles that mark the final 2 obstacles of the Glenfarclas Cross Country, and Cantlow's out in front by about 5 lengths from Gallows Star. Bless the Wings in 3rd place, 3rd Intention of 4th, and then Gooniella, so turning towards the last, and Cantlow is readily pulled clear here from Gallows Star in 2nd, and Bless the Wings. Cantlow with a handy advantage, heading down towards the last in the hands of Mark Walsh. Ender Bolger has got such a good record round this course, and Cantlow pops over the last. 6 to 7 clear. Bless the Wings and Gallows Star are trying to raise an effort. A furlong, however, for Cantlow to last, and shaken up. The horse is finding plenty. And it looks as if another race over the cross-country obstacles will go the way of Ender Bolger in the JP McManus colours. Cantlow stretching away, Bless the Wings holding on from Gallows Star for 2nd place. They were readily held.
Behind those, Cantlow by 3 lengths. Now to Urgent de Gregaine. Felix de Giles has been riding this patiently, and he's coming into it well. They have 3 more to jump. Any Currency is in 3rd place, and then Valadom in 4th. Cantlow skipped over that okay. Urgent de Gregaine, the Frenchman, has moved through to be 2 lengths off the leader and showing in 2nd place. Any Currency 3rd, Valadom behind that, then Rocky Creek, Alelki, Inwar and Cause of Causes. Cantlow at the 2nd last. Got over it by just over a length to Urgent de Gregaine in 2nd place, stalking him as they move then into the home straight. 2 furlongs to go. Any Currency is 3rd. Valadom, the long-time pace setter, back in 4th position. Levelling up for the last. Cantlow with Urgent de Gregaine stalking him. He's still 2 lengths behind in 2nd place. Now he comes with his challenge. Cantlow, Urgent de Gregaine tries to join him as they enter the final furlong. They're clear from Any Currency, and the favourite Cantlow has been headed by the Frenchman Urgent de Gregaine and Felix de Giles, who head up towards the line now and are stretching clear. Urgent de Gregaine comes clear, wins it well with Felix. 2nd place then for Cantlow.
They make the run down the side of the course. They've just got 6 more to take as they take the next. And Amazing Comedy led. Cantlow in 2nd. Overnatt was over in 3rd position. And these are then being followed by Bless the Wings, who's trying to stay on, and so too Cause of Causes as they come now on towards the barrels for the final time. That was the final fence taken on the cross-country section. That was 3 from home, and France have the lead in the shape of the 3 times champion jockey of France, David Cotin. An Amazing Comedy coming towards the 2nd from home, but the battalion of JP McManus are in hot and persistent pursuit. Overnatt was over in 2nd place. Cause of Causes was back in 3rd. Bless the Wings in the mauve is staying on. Cantlow is still there. Colour Squadron is now beginning to latch himself onto the leading group as they turn for home, and it's Jamie Codd and Cause of Causes who now spring to the lead, giving chase is Bless the Wings, then Cantlow towards the near side, but Cause of Causes will have a lead of 3 lengths as he takes the final fence of the cross country. Bless the Wings was over in 2nd, Cantlow was over in 3rd. They've got another half furlong to go, and it is Jamie Codd on Cause of Causes who is coming home to win at the festival for the 3rd time in his career.
Only on towards home. They're followed by Vicomte de Searle, Adam de Breteau, and a mistake from Oberson on the outside of Inishmon. As they clear the next, they continue clear from Bertie Baru. But the orange jacket, as they get to the Glenfarclas barrels for the 2nd and final time, it's still Kingswell Theatre. He's always been the leader. Cantlow is in 2nd place. Either side of him are the French challengers, Urgent de Gregaine and Vicomte de Searle, heading down towards the 2nd last now. Kingswell Theatre and Tom Scudamore still showing in front. On the right, Urgent de Gregaine is coming through with his challenge. Cantlow is still there as well. On the left is Vicomte de Searle. Adam de Watteau heads the remainder as they come to the home turn now. And here's Vicomte de Searle laying down the challenge to long-time leader Kingswell Theatre. Cantlow is 2 lengths behind those. On the right, Urgent de Gregaine. They come down towards the last now. And Vicomte de Searle has joined Kingswell Theatre. Urgent de Gregaine furthest from us in the black jacket, launching a challenge. But Kingswell Theatre's trying to see off the challenge of Vicomte de Searle. The pair are head-to-head as they race to the line. Kingswell Theatre, what a brave run. He's made all in one. Vicomte de Searle in 2nd, Urgent de Gregaine in 3rd.
The Kingswell Theatre as they race downhill over the next. Kingswell Theatre with Bless the Wings going up the inside. My Hometown being driven along to try and keep up with them. Then in behind them, Cantlow. Josies Orders is staying on again in the green cap from Cap Veal and then Tiger Roll. Over the next, this is 3 out, and over at front, just Bless the Wings, the inside of Kingswell Theatre. These 2 Gallows galloping on stride for stride back onto the racecourse with 2 hurdles left to take. In third place is Cantlow in the red cap. Josies Orders still staying on, having definitely hit a bit of a flat spot earlier in the race, not fluent there. Then My Hometown, Catville and Tiger Roll. They approach the final turn. 1 flight left to jump, 1 hurdle to jump, and Bless the Wings making the best of his way home here. The 12-year-old in the hands of Davy Russell, chased by Cantlow, then Kingswell Theatre and Josies Orders still running on under Mark Walsh, but Bless the Wings is the one to catch over the last. Bless the Wings lands 3 lengths clear of Cantlow second, Josies Orders into third. The specialist coming good again on the cross country. Bless the Wings by 1.5 lengths, 2 lengths to Cantlow, throwing down a big challenge. They got 100 yards left to go. Bless the Wings is keeping on stoutly, really gamely. Bless the Wings and Davy Russell, they go on to win. But Tiger Roll was very quick over that one. Chic Name right there as well over the next. And now they got 3 left to jump. Urgent de Gregaine just in behind them. And then Auvergnat getting closer as well. A gap to Hurricane Darwin. Over 3 out. It was Tiger Roll that led the way by 3 lengths. David Bass now asking the last Samurai some serious questions. Then Chic Name, Urgent de Gregaine round the inside, still going well. Then Auvergnat and Beeves and a gap to Hurricane Darwin. This is the second last, the first of the 2 stuffed hurdles, and it was Tiger Roll that led in front and quickens away well from the last Samurai. Urgent de Gregaine now being produced on the inside. Chic Name is back in fourth, and then 2 or 3 lengths to Auvergnat, and the rest are out of it. And heading up the home straight now is Tiger Roll, a winner at 2 festivals, the Triumph in 2014 and the National Hunt Chase 12 months ago, chased all the way by the French raider Urgent de Gregaine. Tiger Roll approaching the last, got it a bit tight. Urgent de Gregaine dived away to his left, then the last Samurai up the hill. Tiger Roll by 2 or 3 lengths to Urgent de Gregaine. Tiger Roll keeping on gamely from Urgent de Gregaine, and it's a 3rd festival win for Tiger Roll in the Glenfarclas chase.
So they have 5 more to go. They move across the centre, and now Josies Orders nips up on the inside again of Midnight Shot as they get over that. Then length away to Fact of the Matter. Bless the Wings is back in 4th. Behind Bless the Wings then is Jarob, and then Tiger Roll towards the back of the field with Bay of Freedom, and Josies Orders now at the Glenfarclas Barrels the 30th. They have 2 to jump from here. Josies Orders and Mark Walsh have gone on by 2 to 3 lengths as they head down towards the second last. Fact of the Matter is in second. Midnight Shot in third. Jarob in 4th. At the second last now, and it was Josies Orders up and over safely, heading towards the home turn with a 2-length lead. Fact of the Matter is in second position. Jarob is in third. Midnight Shot behind him, then Tiger Rolls into 4th. They're round the home turn. Josies Orders with a 2-length advantage on the left. Fact of the Matter trying to challenge. The stripes of Jarob behind those. Josies Orders at the 32nd and last has been passed by Fact of the Matter and Gavin Sheehan, who have taken it up now. They're inside the final half furlong. Josies Orders, the white cap, is fighting back at Fact of the Matter and has got past him again. Josies Orders is going to win it for the 2nd time. Wins by a length. Fact of the Matter in second position.
Valois de Cursor as unseated rider. They was way back through the field at the time, as Bay of Freedom will lead them here towards the next one. The Bank with a Hedge. My Hometown coming back for more. Fact of the Matter goes kindly just in behind over the next one. Amazing Comedy is back in 4th and still looking to have a leading claim. Then Josies Orders as they jump their Glenfarclas Barrels for the final time. That was 3 from the end. They go back onto the racecourse proper. My Hometown with the lead again from Fact of the Matter. Back in 3rd now. Amazing Comedy comes there as they go towards the stuffed hurdle. 2 from the end. My Hometown together with Fact of the Matter. 3 lengths away to Amazing Comedy, who's back in 3rd. Ballycasey will make the turn for home in 4th. And Josies Orders as they run towards home now with 1 to take. As they run down towards the last. My Hometown from Fact of the Matter. Amazing Comedy leaps it over in 3rd. Then Josies Orders, Ballycasey and Bless the Wings, who's staying on. Fact of the Matter together with My Hometown as they go up the run-in. Back in 3rd is Amazing Comedy with 100 or so yards to go. My Hometown and Fact of the Matter. A tremendous fight towards the line. My Hometown and Fact of the Matter. Fact of the Matter beginning to get up. Fact of the Matter has won it.
Tiger Roll is within a half length of Kingswell Theatre. He's now almost level with him. But Urgent de Gregaine with the noseband has moved into third. Behind this is Ballycasey as they jump the next, which is 29. And Tiger Roll has moved through now to take it up. Coming to the Glenfarclas barrels for the final time. He moves on by 2 lengths, Tiger Roll. Second position, Kingswell Theatre. They've got 2 to jump now. Urgent de Gregaine is trying to take second. Ballycasey behind this. Josies Orders is next. 2 to jump from here. And Tiger Roll heads down towards the second last with a commanding advantage. He's about 7 lengths ahead. Urgent de Gregaine took it in second. Ballycasey in third. Kingswell Theatre, Gerard behind these. They're followed in by Josies Orders. But look how far clear he is. Tiger Roll is into the home straight with 1 to jump in the Glenfarclas chase, bidding for a 4th victory at the festival, and he is cantering. Tiger Roll heads towards the last. He's made this 20 lengths now. Final fence, steadies. Celebrate a victory for one of the Cheltenham Festival immortals. A 4th victory for Tiger Roll, and he's absolutely romped up. What a horse. Tiger Roll, one of the festival greats, who wins in great style. Second position is going to go to Josies Orders. And behind Chic Name was Rolling Dylan, and now the grey Diesel Dallier, and also the other Frenchman, Urgent de Gregaine, as they take the Glenfarclas barrels. 3 from the finish. They're both now beginning to close. So Kingswell Theatre heads on towards the second last. Rolling Dylan is alongside. And then fact of the matter on the extreme left. Look out for the grey Diesel Dallier. On the right then is Urgent de Gregaine, still going into it okay. Chic Name is behind these. They're running towards the home turn. 1 obstacle to take now. At the moment in the centre, Rolling Dylan leading to the grey Diesel Dallier. The orange of Kingswell Theatre. Urgent de Gregaine is 1.5 lengths behind those in 4th. Fact of the matter comes next. Diesel Dallier at the final obstacle lands to Urgent de Gregaine in second position. It's a French 1-2 at the moment. Behind him in third place is Rolling Dylan. Charlie Deutsch on Diesel Dallier leading by 2 lengths. Urgent de Gregaine is stablemate in second position, but the French knew they backed this. Diesel Dallier has won. Urgent de Gregaine in second, Chic Name in third, Rolling Dylan is next, and Kingswell Theatre home in 4th.
Racing clear by 8 lengths to Out Sam. An amazing comedy at the Glenfarclas barrels for the final time. And it's Easysland is clear with now just a couple of more fences left to take. 2 more stuffed hurdles onto the racetrack proper again. And it's Easysland from Out Sam. Amazing comedy is back in third. Then came Hurricane Darwin, 2 out again. Taking a chance, and the rider calls a cab there, Jonathan Plouganou. But it's Easysland is clear as they begin to head towards home and race down towards the final stuffed hurdle in the cross country. Out Sam in second, Amazing Comedy in third, then Hurricane Darwin, followed by Never Rush a Con and Chic Name. They just got the 1 more obstacle to take, and it's Easysland who comes down towards this final stuffed hurdle. Is over clear from Out Sam and Amazing Comedy battling out second. Then came Never Rush a Con. Easysland kept up to his work now inside the final furlong. Amazing Comedy is trying to bridge the gap. Back in third is Out Sam. They're racing inside the final 100 yards though, and it's Easysland who's got a 3 to 4 length lead. Make it a bit more now, and Easysland will go on to win for David Cotin and Jonathan Plouganou. Easysland has won the Glenfarclas Cross Country.
And the tempo is beginning to lift, and Outlander made a mistake there, and it's Easysland now as they head towards the Glenfarclas barrels. They've got 3 more left to jump, and it's Easysland and Jonathan Plouganou, stalked by Tiger Roll and Keith Donoghue. 3 lengths between them. They've opened up by 5 to Urgent de Gregaine in third, and then the grey Diesel Dallier from Outlander and Never Rush a Con, and they're back onto the racecourse proper, and they've got 2 more left to jump, heading towards the penultimate obstacle, the first of the stuffed hurdles. Easysland with Tiger Roll now shaken up to try and bridge the gap, heading back towards home with just over a quarter mile left to go in the Glenfarclas, and it's Easysland by 2 lengths. Tiger Roll is having to work to get on terms. They're miles clear of Urgent de Gregaine and then Diesel Dallier, and it's Easysland now heading towards the last. Tiger Roll has still got a couple of lengths to make up. He's under firm pressure. Easysland into the wings of the 30th and final obstacle. He gets over neatly. He's 5-6 lengths ahead of Tiger Roll, who's given his all, but he isn't getting any closer. And Easysland is staying on stoutly on the run to the line.
It's victory for France in the Glenfarclas, and for Jonathan Plouganeau, a tremendous day for JP McManus. Gets better still.
Beau de Brise in second position. Then in third is Vivas, and behind him is Potter's Corner, who's moved into fourth. Easysland 2 lengths behind in fifth. Little Bruce has been joined by King's Temptation and Vino Roll behind those. The Glenfarclas barrels for the final time. Easysland is struggling in fifth position, and it's Kingswell Theatre who heads with 2 to jump now in Vivas in second, and behind Vivas is Beau de Brise. That is the leading trio as they get over that and they move on towards the home turn now. Kingswell Theatre shows in front and has the advantage to in second place the grey horse, which is Beau de Brise. Then in third position is Vivas. Potter's Corner is next. Easysland is only in fifth position at the moment as Kingswell Theatre, winner of this in 2017, gets over the last safely with about a length and a half advantage to the grey Beau de Brise in second position. Vivas is in third. Potter's Corner is really closing very strongly on the far side. It's grabbed third place now, but it's Kingswell Theatre who's clear. Tom Scudamore and Kingswell Theatre made every yard. Second position, Beau de Brise.
Over the bank with the hedge fence, number 28. Out Sam is trying to stay on now. The next one, Defe Dakar, is jumping very quickly in front. Has established now a good 5-length lead as they race towards the Glenfarclas barrels here for the final time. This will be 3 out, and it's Defe Dakar who's on top by 5 lengths as they head back to the racecourse proper. Some Neck is now moving up into second place. Step Back is now third. The Forgotten One is getting much closer now. He's up into fourth. Then Beau de Brise. Out Sam is staying on My Hometown's Weekend, and so too Kingswell Theatre. That was a penultimate. Then that stuffed hurdle. They've got one more of those obstacles to take as they race into the home straight and approach the 32nd and final fence in the Glenfarclas Cross Country Handicap Chase, and it's Defe Dakar who is in front by 4 lengths to Some Neck in second. The Forgotten One making no further impression at the 32nd and last. Defe Dakar was good again, but Some Neck is chasing him down now as they head up the hill towards the final furlong. Defe Dakar by 2.5 lengths, but the gap being worn away at by Some Neck in second, who's gained towards the inside, but Defe Dakar kept on finding a bit more. He's still out in front by a length. Some Neck, though, is really starting to rally as the line looms. Defe Dakar and Some Neck, they hit the finish. It's really close. Some Neck was diving at Defe Dakar.
Tiger Roll quickens again. Gone on by 5. In fourth place, Alfred Isobe. Defe Dakar is behind those. So they run now back towards the racecourse proper for the final time. Out Sam is still going way back in the field, so also is Hogan's Height, and they now run to the Glenfarclas Barrows, the 30th for the final time, and Tiger Roll heads to the closing stages now with a 5-length advantage. Easysland in second position, Some Neck in third, Alfred Isobe in fourth. They run now towards the home turn. Keith Donoghue on Tiger Roll looks round for dangers. He won't see very many. The old fella is coming towards the home turn in search of a 5th festival victory, and it's Tiger Roll clear now to Easysland in second position. Some Neck and Alfred Isobe behind those. Defe Dakar is way behind in 5th position, but this is Tiger Roll at the final fence, up and over safely. It's going to be a 3rd victory in the race for him, a 5th Cheltenham Festival success for Tiger Roll. He looks as good as ever, doesn't he? They race towards the line then. Keith Donoghue and Tiger Roll have won the Glenfarclas Cross Country Chase. Easysland was in second position from Plan of Attack, and then comes Alfred Isobe. That is the leading sextet as they really begin to race down the centre of the course now. And Potter's Corner taken on by the grey Diesel Dallier. Balco de Flo's a length behind them. Back on the Lash and Plan of Attack making headway. Singing Banjo still holds on to 4th position. Alfred Isobe behind those as they come back onto the racecourse proper. And it is Potter's Corner being taken on by Diesel Dallier. This pair, Diesel Dallier's gone on to back on the Lash, and then comes Singing Banjo, Balco de Flo, Plan of Attack behind these, then Alfred Isobe and Fox Pro as they head towards the home turn. And the grey horse, Diesel Dallier, previous winner, Harry Bannister in front. The Black Jacket back on the Lash and Sean Bowen into second. Potter's Corner off toward the right there, Jack Tudor in third. Singing Banjo's right in behind those as well, as Diesel Dallier was the leader by a couple of lengths as they head up the hill. both back on the lash and also Singing Banjo and Barry Walsh trying to challenge. And back on the lash has now taken it up as they race towards the line. It's just the nose-banded header back of the lash in front to Singing Banjo, who's just in second place.
Now to fence 28, the bank with a hedge. Potter's Corner from Fox Pro. Singing Banjo's over next in third. Fence 29, the double bank. And Potter's Corner landed running. He's in front by a good 2 to 3 lengths of Fox Pro. Diesel Delier back on the lash. And then Plan of Attack over to Glenfarclas Barrels. And now they begin to head back towards the racecourse proper with 2 stuffed hurdles in front of them. And out in front it's Potter's Corner under Jack Tudor from Diesel Delier racing in second, the grey. Plan of Attack in the blue and green getting closer. Mortal is coming right into it as well. Blue with the striped sleeves and cap. They raced over to second from home and now begin to head towards the final hurdle, the 32nd and last. And with the lead, Potter's Corner shows by 2 lengths to Mortal in second. The grey Diesel Delier is next in third. Then Plan of Attack. They've got away from back on the lash and Fox Pro at the last now. Potter's Corner led narrowly there from Diesel Delier, Mortal and Plan of Attack with a furlong to go. Potter's Corner is digging very deep. He leads by a length and a half to Diesel Delier. The grey is rallying strongly in the final half a furlong. Potter's Corner from Diesel Delier. Diesel Delier beginning to get up. Diesel Delier and Potter's Corner. It's tight between them.
Tiger Roll and Delta Work over that one, about 3 lengths ahead of Diesel Dalier and Plan of Attack, and then Machuca and Potter's Corner, and again Tiger Roll and Delta Work are very slick, and 1 or 2 of the others are now beginning to cry enough. Potter's Corner's under pressure, Machuca is under pressure, Plan of Attack has every chance in third as they re-emerge onto the racecourse proper with 2 to jump in the Glenfarclas chase. Tiger Roll being stalked by Delta Work. Tiger Roll lands 2 lengths clear. Delta Work is following him through. Then Plan of Attack and Diesel Dalier, and it's Tiger Roll. This is Date with Destiny. He swings for home. Delta Work on the right still has every chance, and Tiger Roll might have to fight for his prize. He heads on down towards the last, 2 lengths ahead of Delta Work, who's bearing down on him. The jigging pair have it between themselves. Here's the last, Tiger Roll narrowly. Delta Work is throwing down a very stern challenge on the far side. Tiger Roll is digging in bravely. He knows where the winning post is, but Delta Work is going to spoil his party, and Delta Work comes home strongest. Tiger Roll is carried out on his shield.
Veterans handicap chase reaches the top of the hill. They're about to swoop down now towards the third last fence. Native Robin has been pure and simple, a joy to watch at his fences. He leads narrowly from San Javier on the outside. Broken Quest and Ballyandy in behind him, together with Magic Dancer, and then a little gap to Puerto Rico back in 6th place as they take the third last. They're now clear of Elegant Escape, My Manakinico, and Another Emotion, who all look beaten off. Racing then towards the home turn, 2 to jump. Looks like these veterans are going to serve up a stirring finish as Native Robin clings to a narrow lead. St. Javier still right there on the outside. Wider is Broken Quest. Ballyandy and Magic Dancer there next, and Puerto Rico's not really picked up, back in 6th place, at least 6 lengths behind them. They now press on towards the second last fence, and at it there, 5 horses covered by 2 lengths, but it's Broken Quest who came away from that the quicker, challenged by Magic Dancer. What a jump from Broken Quest, almost too big, and now Magic Dancer's come on the outside to pinch the lead. Magic Dancer from Broken Quest, behind them St. Javier, Magic Dancer and Richard Patrick, driven right out for the Kerry Lee stable. Magic Dancer wins the veterans race.
The first, in fact, in the first position now. So back on the lash to Snow Leopardess. Delta Works dropped a few places. He's going to be 6th at the moment. 3rd position, Crelian. Dacia Aber is there. And then Singing Banjo. They jump the Glenfarclas Barrels for the final time. Now Delta Work trying to make progress in the maroon and white. Back on the lash leading. Snow Leopardess the grey. Back with 2 stuffed hurdles to jump. Delta Work in 3rd. Dacia Aber behind those. Mortal, don't count that out. It's beginning to close now. So also is Frankie de Burley. And as they run to the home turn, 2 furlongs to go. It's back on the lash. The 21 winner has the advantage. Snow Leopardess, Dacia Abbey, Mortal, Frankie de Burley, Delta Work on the left. The maroon is coming with another challenge as well. A sextet in with a chance here at the last. Back on the lash. Didn't jump it too well, lands just in front to Dacia Aber in 2nd place. Mortal's a length behind those. Delta Work is next. back on the Lash, repelling the challengers. Dacia Abbey, though, there was good money for this beforehand. Was in striking distance, only a neck behind. Back on the Lash and Sean Bowen, they were holding him on Wim. Dacia Aber in second, Delta Work in third position.
Frankie de Burley out jumping Delta Work there. A length and a half between them on landing. Delta Work, though, quickly back on the bridle as they head back onto the racecourse with 2 left to jump in the Glenfarclas chase. Frankie de Burley stalked by Delta Work, the maroon and white. Galvin poised in behind, now a very close third. Lieutenant Rocco back in fourth. Then Franco Duport from Mortal Clear as Snow Leopardess, and they're swinging for home, and it's here that Galvin and Delta Work move on together. The stablemates lock horns and they come close together off the final bend, racing down towards the 32nd and final fence of the Glenfarclas chase, and it's Delta Work. Galvin on the near side, galvanised. They're going to rise as one. Delta Work and Galvin come away from the last together. They lock horns halfway up the run-in. Delta Work noses ahead. Galvin has got no more to offer, and it's Delta Work's date with destiny again in the Glenfarclas chase. 3 festival wins.
To Volcano and Latenightpass and Delta Work. A little gap to Frankie de Burley and Galvin in behind those. Then to Diro Vallis, and what's your status as they run on then towards the racecourse proper, and the last couple of obstacles coming up. The dark jacket of Foxy Jacks at the 30th, the second last to Delta Work. Latenightpass with those is Volcano, and they're running them towards the home turn. They have 1 more to jump. The dark colours of Foxy Jacks continues to be out in front here. Latenightpass is in second, only a length and a half behind. Volcano behind those. Then Delta Work, Frankie de Burley, Galvin, what's your status to Diro Vallis? And Foxy Jacks in the dark colours continues to have the advantages, clear the last. Latenightpass is in second place and within striking distance. Up the Cheltenham hill they come. Foxy Jacks in front. Latenightpass in the red and white colours trying to challenge. Foxy Jacks is fending off that challenge and won't be passed. Latenightpass in second, Diro Vallis, Frankie de Burley.
Diro Vallis is losing ground. Those were the Glenfarclas barrels for the final time. That was the third last, and they're now heading back out onto the racecourse proper with a couple of stuffed hurdles left to jump. Wick Green and the strong travelling Latenightpass. The leading pair at 2 out, little separating them, but a whole host of possible challengers. Minella Indo outright maroon jacket breezing into this with Frankie de Burley in the red cap. The grey Diesel Dalle on the right as they swing for home with 1 to jump. Fame After the Glory and Galvin in the next 2 into the straight. There are at least 6, 7 with a chance as they head down towards the last, but it's Latenightpass and Gina Andrews chased by Frankie de Burley and Minella Indo, Diesel Dallier, Wick Green, Fame After the Glory and Galvin. A furlong to go up the Cheltenham hill. Latenightpass for England, Frankie de Burley for Wales. Latenightpass staying on strongly, powering up the hill, beginning to draw clear for Gina Andrews, and it's Latenightpass who wins the Glenfarclas Crystal Cup from Frankie de Burley.
Making progress, they've just taken the third last here. It's Landon Calling, the newest one. Strictly a Dancer is in third place. Jimmy the Digger is in fourth. Then Kian Dorner, Hold Your Fort, Jesse Lightfoot, and then Are You Wise to That and Mole Court as they are about to turn into the home straight. 2 left to jump in the Glenfarclas Amateur Jockeys Handicap Chase. It is the newest one, and Toby McCain Mitchell going on to in second position. Landon Calling, then Strictly a Dancer, Jimmy the Digger, Kian Dorner on the outside as they take the second last. It's the newest one, chased by Landon Calling, Jimmy the Digger, Kian Dorner and Jesse Lightfoot running a screamer at the final fence. The newest one went through it, Jimmy the Digger, Jesse Lightfoot and Imogen Matthias on the outside, then Kian Dorner and Landon Calling. The newest one by a length to Jimmy the Digger, a previous winner of the race, but the newest one is holding his challenge as they come up to the line. The newest one is the winner. Second, Jimmy the Digger.
Tommy Bow has run out there before the racecourse proper. So high drama and a bit more. The rail is taking a beating there as well as they head down towards the stuffed hurdle. 2 out, back on the Lash and Statuarios. The race has changed complexion with Tommy Bow running out. Sweet David is running behind and poised to strike. Slipway is now back in fourth. Bustleton is trying to stay on. Then Mr. Coffee way back then to find Conflated and Fame After the Glory. So they've got 1 to take. The 31st and final fence, and it's back on the Lash, the previous dual winner. Joined near side in the grey and red by the French Raider
Sweet David, who now begins to make his effort under Felix de Giles. And Sweet David's moved into the lead now from back on the Lash. Mr. Coffee staying on strongly from miles off the gallop. They're up the running though, and it's Sweet David. Sweet David begins to accelerate away. He's going to win in fine style, the French trader, for Gabriel Linders under Felix de Giles. Sweet David's won the Glenfarclas.
The Glenfarclas barrels the third last. Escaria 10. Latenightpass under Gina Andrews, though, moving off in pursuit. Stumptown moving into third as they come back onto the racecourse proper. 2 stuffed hurdles to jump. Escaria 10. Latenightpass closing. Stumptown jumped it in third. Looks as though Vanillier's run his race. They're heading back towards home. A long run to the last. Escaria 10 and James Best in front. Latenightpass, though, is inching ever closer on the left. Last year's winner coming there strongly under Gina Andrews. Stumptown in the dark green and Keith Donoghue are moving up in pursuit of the leading pair. Mr. Coffee back in fourth. Here's the last. Escaria 10 from Latenightpass and Stumptown. Mr. Coffee in fourth is staying on up the hill. Latenightpass being challenged by Stumptown. Escaria 10 fighting on. Mr. Coffee joining in as well. Stumptown noses to the front. Mr. Coffee the final challenger. Stumptown ridden out to make sure. Stumptown wins the Glenfarclas Crystal Cup.
But Gina Andrews on Late Night Extras moved through into second position now. Stumptown, Keith Donoghue, the green, chasing him along, coming into it with 2 more to jump. They're running to home. The maroon and Mr. Coffee is there. Chemical Energy, white and green, red cap, Danny Gilligan coming into it. Vanillier behind these, and then French Dynamite at the second last fence. It's Escaria 10, Latenightpass and Chemical Energy. Mr. Coffee and Stumptown are together in third and fourth places, but Stumptown is 3 lengths off the leader. This quintet are clear from Vanillier, and Latenightpass has come through to lead. On the left is Chemical Energy. Stumptown in the green is 2 lengths behind them in third, attempting to run on. The final fence in the Glenfarclas, and it's Latenightpass in the centre. Chemical Energy on the left, Stumptown on the right. And Stumptown has touched down just in front now to Latenightpass in second position. Chemical Energy behind these. Vanillier running on in the closing stages. Keith Donoghue had to chase him along for a while, but Stumptown, the favourite, has won. Wins to Late Night Energy. Vanillier moved into third position. The Goffer is in fourth, then Mr. Coffee.